everyone, thanks for joining me for another update. Today I'm going to be sharing with you my 10-week pregnancy update, my symptoms, cravings, and my goals, as well as a belly shot, so stay tuned. If you see me looking down, it's because I'm looking at my pregnancy symptom journal. So for week 10, I've noticed that I have been getting these dizzy / fainting spells. I haven't actually fainted yet, but I've noticed that sometimes I'll just be like standing and all of a sudden like all the color starts to fade out of the room and it feels like all the blood leaves my lips and my body and I literally feel like I'm about to faint. This is a brand new pregnancy symptom for me this week. I have not experienced it even in my other pregnancies, so it's kind of scary. I haven't actually fainted. I've noticed that I get very close to fainting. Like I feel like I need to start moving around or I'm just about to pass out. So that's happened a couple times. Another pregnancy symptom that I've been experiencing is little flutters, and I swear this is movement. I have been pregnant 2 other times. I have 2 children, and so I do feel really familiar and knowing with when the baby is moving. I did not think I would be able to feel it this early, but I would say starting about week 9 and a half, I did start feeling these little movements. They're like flutters, and I know that it's not gas or anything like that because it's a very distinct movement, and I don't really know how to describe it all that well, so I'm not going to try to, but that is a new symptom that I've been experiencing and I absolutely love it. It's usually when I'm laying down in bed at nighttime that I'll get a few of these little flutter movements in my stomach and then it goes away, but I love it. It's so precious. I am also still experiencing smell aversions. This is like the biggest pregnancy symptom that has been hard for me to overcome because obviously there's scents everywhere and there's people everywhere as well, and people all have their own scents, and the people who smell bad, I'm so sorry to say, but they really bother me. And it's not like I have anything against them as a person. It's just the smell that nauseates me and makes me frustrated and annoyed. And I just can't get past that. I say this in almost every single pregnancy update because it is something that is so real, so prominent. I cannot ignore it. And I don't know if it'll ever change in this pregnancy, but so far smells bothered me a lot. I am still getting new acne, and then I've also been noticing that the acne that I have takes forever to heal and go away. Like I'll have acne, the same acne spots for weeks. I could pop the pimple, you know, whatever it is, and then it like just does not go away. I'm not exactly sure. I don't know if this has to do with my immune system being suppressed due to pregnancy, but I've just noticed it's taking a really long time for these blemishes and whatnot to heal and go away. And then it's like new ones come in when my old ones have still been there. So I just have acne that won't go away. It's been like a month and I still have some of the same acne. It is what it is though. I have also been noticing that I have been having less food intolerance, so I am able to eat more of a variety. I'm not really like turned off to any foods at this point, which I'm so grateful for. I am still working on eating more because, like I said in a previous video, I take this thyroid medicine when I wake up every morning, and that prevents me from eating for 2 hours. And then I kind of just, not necessarily forget to eat, but it's like the day keeps going by and I'm busy. When I wake up and I take my medicine, I usually then have things to do. So I'll get ready and then leave the house and I haven't eaten. And then it's like late afternoon, I'm eating my first meal or so. But at that point, it's because my stomach is killing me, which is awful. But I have been having less food intolerance, so when I do eat, I can eat pretty much anything I want to, but I am still working on eating more meals, or at least eating more snacks if I'm not eating meals. Just getting the protein and the vitamin and the nutrients that I really need in so that baby can do well and I can feel well. My veins are getting extremely visible. Okay, so it is mostly on my breasts, but it is my other veins as well. They're very visible. I know your body can produce up to 50% more blood than it did when you're not pregnant. So I believe that has to do with everything. Also, I have a more visible baby bump, which I'm getting super excited about because I love my baby bump. I love that the baby's growing and healthy and everything like that. Along with this baby bump growing, I've noticed even my leggings are uncomfortable to wear because the band in them, it always like presses into my stomach. So that's really the only downfall I've noticed. I have not bought any maternity clothes at this point. I definitely feel like I need to start because my jeans, they're barely buttoning. And I mean, I work with it regardless, but at the same time, it's uncomfortable and I don't want to feel uncomfortable in all of my clothing. So I do think I'll be buying maternity clothes in the next month. But yeah, for now, I'm just dealing with my clothes being a little bit too tight. I don't know if this is bloating, but I feel like this also may just be the baby bump that's bigger. If I eat too much food, then I bloat. But like from the time I wake up, I have a noticeable bump and I kind of call it bloating just because I'm like, is this really like a baby bump or what could this be? But I do feel like it is more of the bump as opposed to bloating because like I'll wake up in the morning, I haven't eaten anything, there would be no reason for me to be bloated, and yet I still have a tummy. So I don't know, I'm kind of calling it bloating, but I also think it's just my baby bump. And then I've also noticed that my breasts are continuing to grow. So those are kind of all the pregnancy symptoms I've been experiencing in week 10. I have some cravings that have not gone away yet, like cheese. I'm still craving cheese insanely, but mainly my biggest craving is fruit right now. Any kind of fruit is amazing, delicious. I love it. I wish I could have a garden full of fruit so that I could just eat fruit endlessly. I've noticed I have had to make multiple trips to the grocery store each week because I just can't get enough fruit. I'll eat through it so quickly. So some goals that I have for this week include to find a new job. I am still employed, but I am going to be looking for a new job just because my hours are not exactly where I would like them to be. I still have my medical assistant career that I do want to get back into at some point. I have to study for and then take this state board certification exam to continue working in the medical field. I talked about this in one of my first videos, like the get to know me video, but that is a huge goal of mine. It's something that I am planning to do. I'm planning to wait until I move out of state to continue in the medical field or to take the tests and everything like that, because there is an out-of-state test that you're required to take, and I feel like it would be kind of pointless taking the test here and then moving and having to take another test and, you know, study for that as well. So I'm just going to be waiting until I move in a few months to continue my medical assistant career. But as of now, I'm just looking for a short-term job that works with my schedule, my kids' schedule, you know, where I can make good money and just enjoy what I do. Right now, I feel like my job is getting to be a bit much for me. Just the demand of it is a bit much with my pregnancy, and as well as I'm not getting the hours that I need to be having to support my family financially. So I have started looking and actually applying. I've applied to a bunch of different positions already. I believe I've applied to 7 different jobs in this past week, which is when I just started looking into new jobs. But I am wanting to find a new job by, I would say I would give like a 2 to 3 week goal of having a new job, because I don't know, I feel like it shouldn't take that long to find a new job and to be in a new job. So that's the goal I'm giving myself. I also need to clean out my drawer as well as my kids' drawers. I did do some decluttering in their room, getting rid of some stuff that was too small for them, but I do want to continue cleaning out like things that aren't too small for them, but that will be too small for them, like in the summer and everything like that. So that's a goal for the week. And yeah, I don't really have any other goals. So I guess I'll just be showing you guys my baby bump now, and then we will end the video. The baby bump this week. Like I'm definitely, even when I'm sucking in, like this bump won't go away. So that is the little baby. And yeah. Baby is the size of a lime this week, so I think that's kind of cool. The baby's starting to get big, and I do definitely feel those little flutter movements like I told you guys about. I don't remember feeling them this early in my other pregnancies. I think I remember feeling my son around between like 13 and 15 weeks, so kind of early this time, but like I said, the movements are very subtle. They're not that many, and I think I can just notice it and like pinpoint it this time because I've experienced pregnancy 2 other times and I just know what that feeling is. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will just see you guys in my next update. Bye guys.